Manchester United then returned to the FA Cup after that horrible performance in the Europa League. We play Shrewsbury, the worst team left in the FA Cup, the worst team Manchester United are going to have played all season. But going into this game, I'm not too confident that we're going to get a result in this after that horrible performance in Denmark against a team that Manchester United on paper should be battering. Should have beaten Sunderland as well, and I've had time to calm down a bit. Really was disappointed and angry at that performance. The players and the manager have let Manchester United down now. I'm not just putting all the blame on Louis van Gaal after that performance, because watching some of it back again last night after it was played, and there were some horrible, horrible performances from Manchester United players in that game, and some of these players have really got to step up. Even though we know that Louis van Gaal's going to go at some point in the next 3 to 4 months, the players have really got to stand up and be counted, because if they want to turn into winners, win maybe an FA Cup, we're not going to win the Europa League, but I don't even think we're going to win the FA Cup. But get to the latter stages, we've really got to go out and put a show on. We're not just going to turn up in this game and win. Really got to put up a fight, because these could outfight us and outbattle us just like Sunderland did a week ago. Now, these are a poor side, as I've said. They're just below mid-table the last time I looked in League One. They're worse than Sheffield United, to be honest, and we barely scraped past them at home. So, not too optimistic going into this game. Now, some changes have really got to be made to the starting lineup. Obviously, we're going to probably have to make a change in goal. The same goalkeeper that played against Midtjylland will have to play again. Romero, fantastic from him. He's the only man that can hold his head up high after that performance. Absolutely fantastic from him. So he's going to have to remain in goal, because David Hare's got, well, we think a knee injury at the moment. He fell a bit awkwardly making a save in the warm-up against Midtjylland. So I wouldn't take any risk with David Hare with big games against the likes of Arsenal coming up. So I'd keep Romero in goal. The back four is going to have to change for me. Camric Borthwick Jackson needs to come in if he's back well again. I think he had illness against Midtjylland, so he's got to come back into the team for me and play on the left-hand side, which will allow Daley Blind to come back in the centre. Now I'm not really convinced with Daley Blind as a centre back, but we've got to bring Paddy McNair out. I thought Paddy McNair wasn't good in that game away in Denmark, so I would bring Daley Blind back alongside Smalling. Smalling's been poor lately. God knows what's gone wrong with him there. And we're going to have to put Donald Love again in at right back, which is a blow, because a young lad, not good enough for the first team at all yet, and shouldn't be playing there. But Varela's out injured, and I presume he's still out injured. Probably going to take 10 training sessions and weeks in the reserves to get fit again under Louis van Gaal's stupid philosophy. And with all the other players out injured, I thought Jones was back after seeing him play in that game against 7-0 for the reserves against Norwich, but apparently he's injured again, which we can't even play him at right back. It's an absolute joke. We could be playing Raphael there if it hadn't been for this plonker of Louis van Gaal. But we have to play Donald Love there. There's going to have to be some changes in midfield. God knows what midfield he's going to put out, because there were some really, really poor performances from Manchester United there. I'm going to say we play Carrick in there, and I really don't know who the other player is to be in there. Probably be Fellaini if he's fit, or Schneiderlin, and probably I would actually put Herrera and Carrick in there. Say, I know Herrera was bad in that game, but I'll put Carrick and Herrera in there. Further forward, I'm going to go for Pereira in that number 10 role. Juan Mata's been poor as well. I mean, Carrick's been poor as well. So any of these players could be dropped. I mean, Schneiderlin was poor when he come on. I mean, he hasn't been at his best either. But I'm going to go for Herrera and Carrick in the midfield, and Pereira in that number 10 role. Pereira needs to be given his chance. Juan Mata has been absolutely atrocious for Manchester United, and I can just see him leaving in the summer if Mourinho does definitely get the job. And then we're going to have to probably put Lingard's probably going to be on one side. I wouldn't argue if he changed it and put some, God knows what he's going to put. Probably Lingard, and I mean, you could put Januzaj out there. I just don't know, but I doubt he will. I would presume he'll put Lingard out on one side, Memphis Depay on the other side, and Martial up top. I mean, he could put Memphis Depay up top even, as he did a bit in that game. Martial did drift out wide into that second half. But, I mean, people are really getting on Memphis Depay's back even after that. But I do think next season we're going to see a lot better from Memphis Depay. New manager come in, will shake things up at Manchester United. I mean, he's still scored 6 goals this season, only 4 short of what Martial's got. Although Martial's been absolutely fantastic, Memphis Depay hasn't actually got a run in the team. That was his first start since Boxing Day. So if he'd actually played every game this season, he probably would have got 9 or 10 goals for Manchester United. And if you'd actually said the amount of goals, if you'd got that amount of goals, if you'd said that at the start of the season, then most people would have been happy with that goal return. Now, obviously, it's just his performances have been really, really poor. But I do see flashes in games of brilliance. So, just little flashes. So, I'm confident that he's still going to be a decent player for Manchester United. Whether he gets better than Martial, I'm not too sure. Martial probably looks like the better prospect at the moment, but still only 22, Memphis Depay. I do think he can improve. But really, some of these players really do need to step up and make themselves counted in this game, because this is a competition. You know, Arsenal have got their sights set on the Premier League, so they're probably going to put more emphasis on that. Manchester City seem to want to go further in the Champions League and possibly going to rest players against Chelsea. So Chelsea probably are the most likely team that want to win it besides Manchester United this year. So, and Chelsea have been a bit hit and miss as well themselves this season. So potentially this, if Arsenal, Man City and teams like that don't put their full into this, maybe Tottenham have got their eyes set on the Premier League as well, then it could possibly, if we got the rub of the draw, possibly could be a chance to get to Wembley. And you never know, on the day we could get a shock victory. Who knows what could happen. I can't see us winning this. Anyway, I think we probably will win this game. Hopefully we will win this game, because Christ knows what will happen if we don't. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Manchester United victory. I think we will just scrape the victory. I can't believe I'm saying that against the worst team we're going to have played all season. Anyway, make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What sort of changes do you think Manchester United need to make in this game with the poor performances of the players of late? Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.